Hey you guys, it's Dana, and it's time to talk about money. And in this video, I want to talk about one simple thing that you can do to turn your finances around in a good way. And I also sort of wanted to do a mini reaction video to a debt, I don't know what you want to call it, a debt confessional from a really large YouTube channel recently. All right, so let's talk about that. Okay, so I have never, ever done any kind of reaction video to another YouTube channel or to another YouTube video. Never done that. However, I do watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of channels. I know a lot of YouTubers. I've been doing this YouTube thing for, almost a decade, going on a decade now. Anyway, so recently, within the last week, a very larger family YouTube channel, they released a 4-part video series talking about their debt and sharing the numbers of their debt. And there's all these comments, people talking about, that they did notice they were just sort of living this life of luxury, buying a lot of stuff. And in this video series, they were very open. They said, we've accumulated over $87,000 of debt. And they're trying to sell their house, and their house, is also mortgaged, $500,000 house. And so they're going to sell their house, and then they're going to try to pay off as much debt as they can. And they are taking Financial Peace University, following Dave Ramsey. And one of the videos was talking about their largest debt category, which is their car. And they said they have a $57,000 loan on their car with a $900 car payment per month. And wow. So yeah. And this isn't, and you know what? This is no shame on them. Absolutely not. We've all made mistakes. I've made huge mistakes. And I mean, wow, this is actually, and it's just so normal. This is what I think when I'm watching the video series, you get that they you can kind of get that they feel regret, they're upset. But still, I feel like it's normalized. I think it takes a long time to break that. For so many people, I think, especially with a car payment, I think that's just normal. Because even when they were talking about it, they're talking about somebody else they knew and they had only a $200 car payment. Everybody has car payments. And this is just something that everybody just does it. Nobody thinks it's bad. And I don't know. And yeah. And I think that debt overall as a whole, I think, again, is so normalized. And people just kind of keep moving through life and just they don't think it's a big deal, and that's what they do. But if you just didn't have a car payment for the rest of your life, that's what I want to talk about. That is significant. If you can just not have a car payment, that one thing, if you can make the decision that you are never again going to walk into a car dealership and sign up for a car loan, then just that money that you normally spend on a car payment, if you just took that money and you invested it, it can make a huge difference in the amount of wealth you have 30 years later. All right, so I looked up what the average new car payment is as of now, and it's $523 over 68 months. That's the average car payment. So let's say instead of spending $180,000 over 30 years on car payments, instead you made the decision to just spend $30,000 over 30 years for your cars. That would mean you would save up $10,000, buy a $10,000 car, drive that car for 10 years, and then during that time, obviously, you would save up another $10,000. When that car was ready to go, you'd buy another $10,000 car, and then you'd buy your third $10,000 car 20 years later. So over 30 years, you have 3 cars. Each of them cost about $10,000. So that's it. You spend $30,000 over 30 years just on your car instead of $180,000 on car payments, on new car payments. Because usually people take out a car payment, they get a new car for 5-6 years. Once that car payment's paid off, they just rush right back out. They trade it in, get another car with another car payment, because we've been so conditioned to believe that just a car payment is normal and it's okay. But if you decide not to do that, if you were going to do something different and you just did 30 years, 30,000 like I'm talking about, and instead you invested that money, if you invested that $150,000 that you would have spent on car payments, what would you end up with? So let's say you did this starting when you were 25, and then by the time you were 55, 30 years later, you would have, if let's say it earned 8% interest. I know people get hung up about the interest. Oh, you can't get 10% interest. Okay, so say you earned 8% interest on that investment. You just put it into mutual funds, really boring, and you earned 8%. So at the end of that, you would have $565,000-ish of your own money in your account, $565,000 instead of spending $180,000 on car payments and then it's just gone. You would have money, $500,000, sitting in your mutual fund investment account. Just if you took your car payment and took that car payment every month, $500, let's say that average car payment, and you put it into, and you invested it. Okay, so if you just did that one thing, it would help lead you to wealth. And so many of us don't do that. All right, so that's the main takeaway from this video, is just to try to think long-term, not short-term, what you're doing with your car payments. Try to change your mindset to believing that a car payment is not okay. And my heart goes out to those YouTubers who made that announcement. I completely understand. We completely screwed up with debt too. So many of us have, especially those who watch my channel. So you just learn and move forward and try to make different choices going forward. And just go about the business of getting out of debt as fast as you can and doing what you have to do. And it's incredibly painful in the beginning, but I'm sure that they're going to get there positive. Okay? All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If it's your first time here, be sure to subscribe, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.